bitch, I'm out of there. Hop in the hot box, get out of there. Jump into referring no rock or shoot him, then I go. Like it's hot enough. I can't be sober on high as hell. I appreciate the head, but you gotta still. Fucking that hoe, get up out of there. I'm dripping on leak like rainwater. Just dropped 30 shots, I done came home. I'm trying to stick dick up in somebody's daughter. I'm on house arrest, so I can't go to Florida. T4 the Blitz, I ain't want war. I got some money forever, need more. Pop your shit, we pull up to your door. Pull up with them sticks, woo. You gon' pop at who? I'ma pop at you. Bullets gon' hit you. I'm piped up in it, bitch. I might go through the roof. In a party with my twin, he gon' put that fire on you.
What's up, FBG girls for you? It's your art.
It's boy Ride.
And we the Hoodbabies. Whoa. Today we got FBG Duck, Chicago's House of Horrors. You guys supposed to comment white hearts down below in this video. They're gonna be in one of the next videos of the next round. But yeah, this probably gonna talk about like the stuff surrounding his death or something, or like his past or whatever. But this was one of the most it wasn't unexpected for real because of what he do, but it was at the same time because like we had just reacted to it.
Yeah, we just reacted to it. I ain't know what was going on until folk just
our
come
reaction
in.
went up because of it.
Folk just come in, FBG.
They were like
RP, FBG. On God, they were them. They were like, you know, he just died.
Of course I know motherfuckers wanna kill me. I'm a very disrespectful person. I know what I did in my lifetime, but I ain't gonna go nowhere I ain't want it. Cause I ain't gonna play with my life. Cause my life mean a lot.
But first, we begin this hour 18 with
They
several
would put that in
including
the
gunfire steps from the Mag Mile on Oak Street.
We know 3 people have been shot.
The man and woman were seriously injured in the shooting, but their friend, a rising Chicago rapper, did not survive.
I love Chris Rich.
Like a machine gun
Wait,
going
one
off.
thing I wondered about this is like other people who they shot, did the people who shot them like have face masks on, or did they show their face? Because they did, like the people who survived, like know who did.
They probably do know who did.
Still,
well, the police probably don't know who did, but folks got shot.
Howard Gordon happened to be standing outside his convenience store. His store surveillance captured the horrific sounds.
This was gunshots.
It was really crazy that would happen right here in this area, out of nowhere. It was quiet and peaceful.
Yeah, it sounded
There's shopping going on, then shots rang out.
Alright, we gotta talk about the FBG Duck situation. And I've seen people on social media making jokes about it. I don't think they realize the horrific consequences that's gonna happen as a result of this. FBG Duck was killed in broad daylight in busy downtown Chicago, right next to Saks Fifth and Dolce Gabbana in the Gold Coast. This is like the high-end, luxurious shopping area of this city. Him getting killed there is like someone getting shot on Fifth Avenue in New York, or a drive-by on Rodeo Drive in LA. It's incredibly rare. And of course, Duck is extremely high profile. He's a gangster disciple, longtime rival of Lil Durk, King Vong, Chief Keef, and they've been going at it for years. There's been dozens and dozens of casualties on both sides, and 3 weeks ago, Duck dropped a song called Dead Bitches, where he disrespects a couple of fallen O-Block kids, including the deceased kid that O-Block is named after, O.D. Perry. A lot of people think that this song is what triggered Duck's assassination. The gun that FBG Duck is holding in that music video is the same one that jammed up on him on Tuesday when he was killed. But what a lot of people don't know is Chicago PD received a safety alert late on Tuesday that claimed Duck was on social media antagonizing his rivals hours before he went to the Gold Coast. Then we saw close friends of FBG Duck come out and say he had $1 million bounty put on his head. And I've seen people say this can't be true. Think about a war where one side has music industry money, cash that they can inject directly into their side.
Look how much money Chief Keef and Dirk them went off. You niggas will go drop off guns in the hood and pay for it and get hit.
Now we're gonna get into all this, but before we do, check out my song of the day. This is my guy Pressa and Houdini. Let's go.
Keep on making a nigga on dumb shit. You gon' get yourself kicked out of the match.
Alright, Chicago is a gangster city. Ever since Al Capone and Prohibition in the 20s, the multiple capo regimes who ruled the drug trade, the weapons trade, and the gambling, Decade after decade, it's been clear you cannot control Chicago's gangs. Right now, there's over 150,000 active gang members split into hundreds of sets and thousands of subsets. The South Side of Chicago has the largest ghettos in America. It's stretched over 70 blocks. You can drive from 63rd to 127th Street. There's dilapidated buildings, pitchforks spray painted on the walls, and yellow tape embedded in the cracks. What was once organized gangster disciple and black disciple factions built around enterprise and making money has since been completely wiped out. The new generation started a completely different war. They're not fighting over drug supply chains or distribution routes. It's just murder. Retaliation for this murder. Revenge for that song, for this, and so on.
Fuck being home. On that disrespectful shit. Fuck Lil Durk. Niggas know I'm busting all day.
And while it's true, Duck did say in interviews that it was possible to unite with his enemies in the future. He even made a song, Chicago Legends, bigging up the other side and giving props to fallen beating rappers like Fredo Santana and Ellie Capone. But realistically, this shit runs so deep, a truce was never really in the cards.
We the niggas started dissing dead niggas first. We started that shit. You feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm the rap father.
And to give you perspective, FBG Duck is from 63rd and St. Lawrence Street, which is just 3 minutes away from O Block. That's how close they are. And just 2 minutes northwest of them is 600 Block, home of 600 Breezy, Capone, and Rondo, who are O Block allies, and who frequently sent shooters to go shoot up 63rd. In fact, immediately after Duck was killed, Chicago PD put almost a dozen squad cars on King Drive, which is the main street in between O Block and 63rd. They did that to try and prevent an immediate retaliation, but the cops can't stay there forever. Bulletins are going out all over the area, warning kids to stay inside. And Duck's allies are on social media saying Lil Durk has to be targeted next to even the score. Why? Because their feud is especially personal.
I see Durk. I ain't gonna lie. I see Durk. I have to say something to him, folks. I ain't gonna lie. He too tough for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. He too tough. Bullshit, but I just had to tell him, like, fool, you can't be doing all that, fool. I'll beat your ass, fool. Or stop playing with me.
Lil Durk and FBG Duck have been going back and forth over music for years. And now with King Vong getting hugely popular, he's Durk's artist, he's also taking shots at FBG Duck whenever he can. Everybody knows Tuka, and smoking on a Tuka pack is a reference mocking one of FBG Duck's best friends, a kid named Tuka, who was killed at a bus stop in 2011. Not only that, Tuka's blood brother was a kid named Lil Mark, who was also killed at a different bus stop 3 years later. In fact, Lil Mark was killed just days after releasing a diss track towards Lil Durk, where he mentioned all their dead homies. Lil Reese even FaceTimed Lil Mark days before he was killed, and they exchanged words, calmly dissing each other with a smile on their faces.
It's all on. What up? Out here. I'm on fast, boy. I've been out here. I stay out here, boy.
Then Lil Durk made this video at the very same bus stop where Lil Mark was killed.
Hey, this bus stop right here, though, this a real famous place, yeah? This is a real famous place, B. Hey, this bus stop is a real famous place, B. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying?
And right now, with FBG Duck's death, the optics look crazy. Lil Durk and Vong were just out in Chicago, where Vong dropped off a bunch of chains and money. There's already been allegations that BD rappers who leave Chicago come back to their blocks to drop off weapons and arm their crews. Then, Tuesday, the day that Duck was killed, around 4 in the morning,
that is true. He said like they be dropping out guns to arm their crew, because in Lil Durk's song, he was like, somebody was in the hood without a gun, so he gave him his.
They're good.
His personal Facebook page, they got me effed up. They're gonna see them. Now that could be just a regular post, or there's something more to it, who knows. Later in the morning, he told one of his friends he was going to Oak Street in the Gold Coast, which is the luxurious shopping district of Chicago. He was going to get his son some clothes for his birthday, which was coming up on August 11th. 4 hours before Duck went to the Gold Coast, Lil Reese suddenly tweets that he's getting on a plane, leaving Chicago to go to Cali. Durk says to link with him. At 4 in the afternoon, Duck is in the Gold Coast with his girlfriend and another man. They're shopping on Oak Street. This is busy downtown Chicago, the fashion district. There's cameras everywhere, witnesses everywhere. It's a bold place to do a hit on someone, unless that was a place people thought he would be vulnerable in. Around 4:37, FBG Duck, his girlfriend, and this other man exited a store and are walking on the sidewalk near the Dolce & Gabbana, just a few steps from Michigan Avenue. Two vehicles were parked outside, waiting. A black Ford Taurus and a silver Chrysler 300. That's when two men climbed from the two vehicles and opened fire 17 times. FBG Duck was hit 3 times in the neck, chest, and groin. He tried to fire back, but his gun jammed on him. Most probably that's because of those extended mags he got aftermarket.
I don't understand why. I was calm. It was so calm and peaceful. And those two gentlemen, I thought maybe they was together, but one just started shooting at the other.
Then the shooters got back in the car and fled west on Oak Street. No reports where they are, no public leads either. Immediately after Duck was pronounced dead at the hospital, Lil Durk tweets out R.I.P. Newski, paying homage to his own cousin, who was frequently dissed by FBG Duck and other GD rappers. And to show you how the disrespect transcends distance, Tato, who's Chief Keef's cousin and is all the way out in California, immediately dedicated his entire Insta story to mocking FBG Duck's death, posting smoking on a duck pack, etc, etc. Then 600 Breezy wasted no time to drop his own diss track towards Duck hours after he was confirmed to be dead. And you can expect in the coming months a bunch of BD rappers to drop some tracks mocking his death as like a celebratory victory lap type shit. The consequences will be horrific, and you gotta think that nobody on Duck's side has ever gotten as far as he did. Ever since the Chicago drill era exploded in 2011-2012, his side has basically been blackballed from the music industry entirely. Duck was arguably a better rapper and more versatile than most. He had just received the paperwork for a major label deal that was extremely lucrative, and he was about to sign it, or he had already signed it. Then he gets followed, targeted, and assassinated in the safest part of Chicago. It's brutal. But that's it for this video. Rest in peace to FBG Duck. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.
Dang, it's crazy. Too crazy.
He died in the hood when he was expected.
Oh God, he died in the white folks spot.
Right, in the high.
Famous folks, you know.
Really, you hit that like one more time.
Downtown, where everybody at, bruh, they had the video on IG, but they deleted it because they didn't know he was dead. Like he was crawling trying to get help and stuff, and the girl was screaming for help and all that. Okay, I saw it. Yeah, they took it down though.
R.I.P. FBG Duck though. Y'all been telling us to do a video on his death. This the one that I seen first, so I clicked on it. If it's a better video, we might react to it. But comment white hearts, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Return what to do.
Follow us, link in the description box down below.
And on that note, bye.